Somewhere inside a NOAA supercomputer right now, a number is climbing. Slowly. Quietly. And almost nobody in mainstream media is talking about what that number means, because the last time it climbed this high, this fast, with this many independent systems agreeing, somewhere between 30 and 50 million people stopped existing. More deaths than every soldier killed in the First World War, combined, from a weather pattern. And here's the part that should make you genuinely uncomfortable. The scientists who studied that catastrophe didn't blame the weather alone. They blamed a very specific three-part ocean configuration. And as of this week, all three parts are moving into position again. Stay with me until the end, because what's assembling in the data right now has a name. And it's time someone said it out loud. If this already has you thinking, hit like and subscribe to the Skylab, because this story is going to keep developing as new data comes in over the next several months, and you will want to be here when it does. Now let us get into it. Part 1. The forecast that shouldn't exist. The ocean is quiet right now. Not metaphorically quiet. Literally, measurably, statistically quiet. If you pull up the Oceanic Niño Index today and look at the number sitting in the most recent column, you will see something close to negative 0.16 degrees Celsius. That is a number so close to zero that most climate scientists would shrug and call it neutral. Not warm, not cold, not interesting. Just the ocean, doing its thing, drifting along in a state of unremarkable equilibrium that would make any forecast desk look at it and decide there's nothing particularly urgent to discuss this week. So here's the problem. The models don't agree with the ocean. Not one model. Not a rogue outlier running some experimental physics on a server farm in Boulder, Colorado. We are talking about the two most closely watched, most institutionally trusted, most independently constructed climate forecast systems on the planet. NOAA's Climate Forecast System version 2, known as CFSV2, and the North American Multi-Model Ensemble, known as the NMME, and both of them, right now, in the late spring of 2026, are pointing at the same number, a number that, the last time the real world actually produced it, ended more lives than the combined military fatalities of the First World War. That number is positive 2.0 degrees Celsius, or higher, in the Niño 3.4 index. And the models aren't suggesting it as a tail risk. They're not burying it in the fine print of the probabilistic spread. They're walking toward it with the kind of quiet, methodical confidence that tends to make the people who read these outputs for a living get very still and very focused. Now, before we go any further, I want to be precise about something, because precision is going to matter enormously in this conversation. The Niño 3.4 index is the standard measure climate scientists use to define